sure many of you have heard of Harry Connick Jr. Well, I prefer Harold Heath Jr. He's a far better songwriter in my opinion. And he's written some great lyrics and great tunes. One of his songs is called Successfully Avoiding God. And the premise of the song is that, people go all through their life successfully avoiding him, because all through life you can see his handiwork, and you can hear his voice, through the whispering leaves in the breeze, and all the time he's trying to communicate with you, all the time he's trying to talk to you, all the time he's trying to manipulate situations so you think upon him. And you look at creation, look at the marvellous design in the world and the universe, and it's very hard to ignore God. And that's the premise of the song. But I'd go further than that, because I'd look at Psalm 14 verse 1, which opens with these words: "The fool has said in his heart, there is no God." I don't think there's very few people out there who are proper fools, or crazy fools, as Mr. T would put it, who is a Christian, by the way, and a pastor of a church in America. Bet you didn't know that. B.A. Baracus off the A-team. But yeah, no, I don't think there's many crazy fools out there. I think I think most people kind of deep down in their hearts know that there's a God. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. You're not a fool. You know deep down there is a God. And I think when, what we should be saying is, or what it's not that people are successfully avoiding God, it's that they know he's real, but they're just trying to push him out of the way. God has got in the way of their lives. They want to live how they want, and they see God as a roadblock, as somebody who's trying to spoil their fun going down the road to happiness. But what we perceive as happiness, going out and just, for example, going out, getting drunk, having a great time one night isn't great, because you wake up with a terrible hangover the next morning. Sleeping with as many people as you possibly can just leaves you empty inside. And that's what some people think is the pursuit to happiness, when really you're supposed to find one committed relationship that you stick to and grow together as a family. Taking drugs, looking for that high, it just leads to depression and leads to addiction. There's so many things I could go on, but basically none of those things lead to happiness. The things that we think lead to happiness do not lead to happiness. And when you look at this idea, I think it's literally people have thought that God is out to spoil people's fun, and he's not. You need to kind of get past that idea and just say, do you know what? What have you got to say? What have you got, God? What is your plan for my life? Because a lot of people are just saying, "Look, God, get out of my way. Get out of my way. I want to go my own way." And they see him as someone who is in the way. Well, let me tell you, God is not in the way. He is the way. He is the way. He's the way to all truth. He's the way to all happiness. He's the way to all joy. He's the way to heaven. He's the way to life. Real life. True life. Abundant life. Here on earth. And then in the next life, eternal life. He's not in the way. He is the way. And Jesus famously said, didn't he? "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father but through me." He is the way. Come to him, follow him, and find that life that goes on forever.